Hello. So I'm kind of starting this at a really random time. It's like almost lunchtime, but I was really bored. I've been saying that I want to get back into vlogging, so I thought, why not just start now, even though it's a random time. Pretty much all I've done today is I did my work that needed to be done this morning. I've still got a little bit of work to do, but that can kind of be done at any time, so I'll do that later. And then I did a workout. I've been using, I accidentally, it would be like 6 months ago now, I accidentally purchased a year-long, what's the word? I was gonna say prescription, but I don't think that's not the word that I'm looking for. Subscription. I purchased a year-long subscription to the Sweat app, which is like Kayla Itsines' app. Itsines'? I didn't want to. For some reason, I accidentally did a year, which was like 120 bucks. So, I mean, I've got that now, so I try to use it as much as I can. I definitely don't get my money's worth out of it though, which is a bit disappointing. But anyway, long story short, I did one of Sienna's hip opening yoga flow thingy-mabobbies off of that app, which is good. I like her flows on that app. They're just very repetitive and very basic. Like I can think it up myself. I'm having a hard time holding up the camera because I was doing downward dog a lot, and God, that kills my arms. Oh, this is a bit dark here. Maybe I'll go out on the deck. So anyway, yes, I did that this morning. And if you couldn't already tell, I'm in Coffins. Beautiful here. It's very sunny, but it's actually quite chilly today. And by quite chilly, I mean about 20 degrees. So I'm struggling. But I think the plan for the rest of today, I think I'm gonna have lunch first because I'm kind of hungry, but I want to go on a really long walk. I don't want to get hungry halfway through. So, have lunch, and then I want to go on a long walk while it's sunny because it's been raining the last few days. I haven't been able to go for my walk. And then I'm not really sure. I've also been doing Sarah's Days 8-week workout challenge from her ebook. I'm on end of week 3 now. And it's a challenge day today because it's Friday. And it's the worst. I've done her program before, and this challenge day just killed me last time. Probs do that later. And other than that, don't know. I don't really have many plans for the day, so we'll just see what happens. All right, I'm gonna make my breakfast now. My head's getting cut off a little bit, but you're balancing on the windowsill. I'm really worried you're gonna fall. All right, that's as good as it's gonna get. I'm gonna make a smoothie because I've been really craving one, but it's been really cold, and it's still cold today, but I just really want one, and I'm probably going to regret it later, but it's fine. While I was making my smoothie, I just thought I would talk about what the situation is like right now in Australia, because obviously it's different all over the world. So currently in Australia, we're all self-isolating, I guess is what you would call it. Well, no, it's probably more like social distancing in South Australia at least. In South Australia, we're actually doing really well. We're staying ahead of the curve. The last few days, there hasn't been any cases that I know of. And over Easter weekend, over half of our cases recovered and tested negative. So we're doing okay. Hopefully there isn't a spike after Easter weekend, but it doesn't look like there has been yet. Sorry, I'm getting so distracted. I need to just like stand and talk. 1 second. So yeah, that's great. So I don't know, I think we're still a few months off of kind of being able to say that we're virus free or whatever, but all of the borders in Australia are closed right now. So no one can come to Australia if they're not a South Australian resident, and same thing with all the other states. So everyone's just kind of chilling at home right now. Lots of people have lost their jobs. All non-essential businesses are closed. Cafes are allowed to do takeaways. But a lot of them have closed anyway because they just can't afford to stay open. It's not too crazy here. We're still allowed to go outside. Our beaches are still open because we're a pretty underpopulated state. So beaches, you can always socially distance on the beaches, and it's coming into winter anyway, so it's not like it's that busy. National parks are still open, but I believe they brought in over Easter you're not allowed to camp on public property, which I think they've kind of left in place now, because that's really all Australians do over Easter, at least in South Australia. We're still allowed to go for walks, we're still allowed to be outside as much as we want. We're not allowed to have gatherings or anything like that. But it's quite different for all of us, especially over Easter. Because usually everyone goes camping, everyone has big parties. It's just like an excuse for everyone to have big gatherings and get drunk, basically. Well, it still happened in some places and people got huge fines actually. But for the most part, people were good about it and didn't do that. But as for me, I'm in rural South Australia. So I'm very lucky. We don't have any cases anywhere near me yet. I think there's 2 cases actually within an hour of me, but they've been really good and they've been quarantining, and that was like a few weeks ago they tested positive and no one has got anything from them, so they're obviously doing the right thing. I'm in a town, but it's a small town, so I don't even really see people on my walks and everyone's kind of staying home. And the town that I'm in is, it's like a retirement town or a holiday town. And because we're going into winter now, there's like obviously no one holidaying here. All of the oldies are kind of staying at home and staying safe. So it's really eerie actually. I was finding it really difficult and I definitely have my days, but I feel like I'm learning how to cope with it all a bit better. Being alone and being away from my boyfriend and everything. Just not having an end date is really difficult, but you know, everyone's in the same position. And especially the last couple of days, I've just kind of thought to myself, like, what's the point in stressing out and fretting over this whole situation when it's obviously out of my hands? There's nothing I can do other than just stay at home. And I mean, that's easier said than done. I'm obviously still going to stress over it, but it kind of helped me gain a bit of perspective. And really, in the grand scheme of things, I'm very lucky in the situation that I'm in. So yeah, that's the update. I'm going to blend my smoothie now. Here is lunch. And oh my God, I absolutely nailed the consistency of this smoothie bowl. So I'm going to eat this in the sun. So hopefully I don't get too cold. So this is the lookout of Coffins. You can barely see anything because there's all this scrub. You can kind of see. The climb up here, it's short, but it's quite steep. And the sun's only just gone away, but it's been out pretty much the whole time. It's been a beautiful walk. I've walked almost 5Ks so far, so it'll end up being around 10Ks by the time I get home. Also, sorry if I'm screaming, I've got my headphones in. So I got back from my walk a little bit ago. I ended up walking, oh, why are you so dark? I ended up walking about, I think it was around 9Ks for about an hour and a half. It's a pretty good walk. I don't know if I'm gonna end up doing that workout because I did a workout yesterday when it was meant to be my rest day. And after that walk, my legs are just like pretty tired. And it's a pretty intense workout. And Saturday and Sunday are rest days in the program. So I might just do it tomorrow instead. Sorry, I just like had an inward burp. But right now I'm having a snack. It's like almost 3 o'clock and I always get really hungry around this time and I just want dinner because I'm not really a snacker. I like having meals and I like having big meals. So sometimes I just end up having dinner like this early and then it really screws me over because then I'll be lying in bed and I'm starving. Or I end up having 2 dinners. So I'm having a snack. It is 3 of these, they're like gluten-free crusket things. But yep, there's my snack. I'm feeling a bit weird right now. I don't know, I just feel like it's so much later and whenever it gets to this point in the day, I'm like, I never know what to do. Because most of the time, I mean, I've still got work to do. But most of the time, like I've done everything I want to do for the day. It's too early to have tea. I don't know. I'm just gonna do the last of my work right now. I don't really have that much. Like it's probably gonna take me like 20 minutes or something. And then, I don't really know. I'm feeling really cold right now and I kind of just feel like having a shower. But yeah, I'm thinking what I want to do. I'm not sure what I'm gonna make for tea yet, but I think I want to take my tea, go and watch the sunset, and maybe go for a walk along the beach. So I'm gonna quickly finish this and then we'll decide. I am really wanting tea right now. Even though I had that snack and I'm not hungry anymore. All right, anyway, I'm gonna do some work. I just got back from watching the sunset. It was super nice. I didn't really film anything because I was on the phone to Manny pretty much the whole time, but I'll insert a little video of the sunset here. It was super relaxing. I just chilled out. I spoke to Manny for most of the time, and then the rest of the time I just sat there and soaked it all in. Super relaxing. I did take my dinner down. I just had some plain pasta. But I think I'm just gonna chill out for the rest of the night. So I'm gonna end this vlog here. I'm thinking about, I wanna film more because, I don't know, I just love to, and I've been getting a bit bored, so it'll give me something to do, and I love editing videos and everything. So I'm thinking about doing some videos around things to do to keep you sane during quarantine. So yeah, stay tuned for those, and I'll see you in the next one.